Hey, do you want to know how I practice my English every day without hesitation and struggling? Let me show you. So today is day 56 of my learning English challenge journey. Speaking in front of the camera, next 90 day consistently. So God's been speaking English last 54 or 55 days, and today is day 56. So this is how I practice my English. I prepare a bunch of IELTS questions and I practice those IELTS questions while I explain it. And today we're going to do it the same way. Let's jump into it and practice our English. So the first IELTS question we have today is: do you prefer home cooked food or restaurant food? Do you prefer home cooked food or restaurant food? So for me, I prefer home cooked food, and I don't know why, but for me, I just believe that really when you go to the restaurant, is the food they make is not too healthy. I feel like 50% is kind of unhealthy because they trying to make that food so delicious, people to feel so good at food, and they put so many ingredients, so many things, oil, and that makes the food unhealthy. But for me, I just love to eat the food I cook at home, and I really love it. But sometimes when it's a monthly, when I feel kind of boring at home, I go to restaurants and grab some lunch or dinner, whatever. So but I don't like really to eat the food outside. I always try to make at home, and that's kind of a healthy food. 70%. I'm not saying totally so healthy, but it's close because you know what you make it and what you put and everything. Because so it's kind of healthy food, and I love to eat at home. But restaurant, if I get, maybe I would love to go once a week, but I feel like it really not so healthy as at home, and I always love to eat at home. So guys, this is how I press IELTS questions. This question is for first test and show you how I do it. So if you're struggling to speak English by your own, or you're just thinking you cannot practice English by yourself, nobody surrounding me, only me and my room and my just phone. I'm recording or filming this video. So I just prepare a bunch of questions, and I explain those questions by my own. I just make the comment and I make a bunch of conversation that question. Can you guess how long I've been speaking right now English? Few minutes. That it works. So let's move to the second question. The second question is: do you sleep early or late? This question is: do you sleep early or late? For me, sometimes I'm kind of I watch football. I'm kind of addicted to watching football. I love to watch when my favorite team is playing or when other big teams playing, like the big teams. If they are not even my favorite, I just love to watch. So that match usually start between 11 and 12. Sometimes, not often, all the day, not all every day, but sometimes. So I must watch that team or that match 11. So the match starts 11, and every match, the minute you're gonna watch is 90 minutes. So when the match starts 11 and you wanna watch, you must stay awake 11 and 12, and the match going to end 1 a.m. So that is so pretty late. So sometimes when I'm watching that, I go to bed late. But sometimes, as much as can, I try every day, every night to go to bed early and make schedule. And my schedule is I slept at night. I would I usually when I slept at night 7 hours between 6.5. So yeah, just sometimes I go to bed while I have 7.5 minutes and some hours. I mean, so first is that 30 minutes. I feel like I want to feel sleepy, maybe playing around. But after that, I feel sleep, and that means I slept every night. Usual, maybe a week, five night of the week, 7 hours. On the other hand, I may slept 5 hours or 6 hours because I'm watching kind of those football teams, and I love to watch. I can't escape. This is my favorite thing. I don't like watching movie. I don't like watching or listening music. I like to watch movie, but not often like as much. I love football, so that's what makes me to get late. We got a bit late. So guys, let's move to the second question. The second question is, how many hours do you actually sleep? How many hours do you actually sleep? As I mentioned the first question, I sleep the usual 7 hours and a half or 6 hours and a half. That is my usual sleep. I think that's a good thing, but it's not enough though. Like me at my age, I think we should sleep at least 8 hours. Like at least 8 hours or close to 8 hours and a half. But 7 hours also not worthy, Yeah, it's not a bad thing. So guys, today our video is that's all. That is how I practice my English. And by the way, if you're watching till here, you're absolutely legend. Join me in this journey, learn English with me and practice English with me. And of course, I want to show you my IELTS questions, where I prepare my IELTS questions. Here is my IELTS questions. I was waiting here. So that is how you can, it is easy to do it. You don't need to post anywhere. If you have a mirror, stand in front of that mirror. Don't even film anything and explain the IELTS questions. Make a conversation, those IELTS questions. Create your own conversation. And that is how you can become fluent and you can practice English if you are serious to learn English. So see you next video. And yo, don't forget to watch those videos. And yeah, of course, see you next video. Have a good one.